Hi guys, welcome back to Hilltop Farm and welcome to another episode in our From the Hen House series. Now, again, it's been a while since I've given you an update on the hen house, although we did have a video, what was it, a week or so ago, about our extending the run attached to the hen house. But one thing that was bothered us, it's always bothered us, but particularly bothered us over the last few months with the virus situation, is the fact that we can't have a rooster. And under normal circumstances, that's not a huge deal. It just means that we have to buy fertile eggs off of other people. We, we'll buy certain eggs, usually once a year, to add to our laying flock. But a couple of times a year we'll also get eggs of certain breeds for meat. But one, it's an extra expense. It's an extra hassle. You've got to source them. You've got to drive there. So you're at the mercy of other people and the availability of the eggs and their honesty as far as fertility goes, and even their accuracy really as far as selecting the eggs and what have you. And it's been particularly highlighted with the pandemic situation, because you sort of feel a bit vulnerable because you're reliant on other people, and it's a particular time where perhaps you shouldn't be reliant on other people, or you don't want to be. Anyway, that caused us to look further into the regulations, the local bylaws and so forth of where we are, because we've always thought it's a bit strange the way the thing is zoned and the way, because it did specifically read under poultry, the first thing it said was you were allowed to have any number of chickens as long as you didn't have a rooster, which we thought was insane. You could keep up 200 chickens here, but no rooster. And anyone who's kept chickens, that's heard a chicken lay an egg, will tell you that it's just as loud as a rooster. Anyway, so I'm reading over the bylaws, and I remembered, having read that bylaw once before, and I'm looking over the bylaws, and I suddenly thought, it doesn't say anything about roosters. So I read it over again, and it mentioned roosters once, and the only thing it said was if they receive a complaint from the neighbours, then they will come and they will liaise between you and the neighbour to help sort the problem out. Then under that it said common reasons for neighbours making a complaint, and it went on to about smell, flies, what have you, and then it said noise from roosters. And I thought, well, why would they get complaints about noise from roosters unless you're allowed to have a rooster? And as I say, that's when I went back to the beginning and read the whole thing and realised it didn't start off saying no roosters allowed, which is what it used to say. So bottom line is, we are allowed to have a rooster as long as no one complains. Now this takes me back to November, December last year, I contacted a guy who we don't really know that well, but we've had a lot of dealings with him with fertile eggs. And he has various breeds, and I specifically said to him, do you have any Welsamers? Because I've heard a lot of people, you know, talk highly of them, and we'd never had them, and I thought, I'll give that a go. And he said no. He said he's only getting the odd egg here and there at the moment, and they weren't laying all that well, so they weren't available. And in the past, we had bought silver Sussex eggs from him. So, and we were very happy with those. And I said, do you have any silver Sussex? And he said, yeah, I've got those. So we arranged to get those. Brought them home, incubated them, and we picked up a dozen light Sussex as well from someone else. So we had the 2 lots going in the incubator. But the light Sussex, once we got to candling them, there was only 2 fertile eggs out of the whole lot. So I wasn't very happy about that. But silver Sussex, when they're born, are all black. They're not like black Australorp, where they're sort of mostly black with sort of yellow underneath, and they're not like that. They're actually all black. So these 2 chicks hatch. One's black, the other one is brown with 2 stripes going down its head and down its back. Kind of like a duckling, you know, a mallard duckling. And so I contacted him and said, I think one of the eggs was a ring-in, and I described the chick to him, and he said, well, out of all the breeds he has, the only one that would have a chick similar to that colouring was a Welsamer, which of course is what we wanted to start with. So we sort of thought, oh, we hope that one's a girl, you know. Cut to today, you know, now, this month, and the silver Sussex is a hen, but the Welsamer definitely is not. In fact, a Welsamer, who we've called Walter the Welsamer, is the most handsome chap you'll ever see. This is video of him now. I mean, isn't he gorgeous? He's sort of like the quintessential idea of what a rooster should look like, really. It's you know, the Kellogg's cornflakes rooster. But anyway, we were on the verge, because he's just started to crow. It's a half-hearted gargle. But we were on the verge of thinking, okay, well, time to dispatch him, because obviously we can't have roosters. But now we can. And so what we've done is we've put a cat carry crate, but one that's only very, very low. So when he's in there, he can't stand up and extend his neck and crow. He's basically, you know, he has to sort of settle down and just sit there. So he goes in there when we lock up the coop at sundown, and he stays in there till between 7:30 during the week, and we make him stay in there till 9 o'clock on the weekends. And it's perfect because he doesn't crow while he's in there. Now, neighbours may hear him through the day, but I'd be very surprised if any of them complained at a cockle crowing through the day. They might if it wakes them up early in the morning or wakes them up in the middle of the night. But with him being in that cage, he doesn't make any noise. So we now have Walter, the Welsummer rooster, which means that we, unless we're after a specific breed of something, we don't have to buy fertilised eggs anymore. We can just, you know, put our own eggs in the incubator. You know, and although Welsummer's not your typical meat breed, I mean, any chicken's edible, but all our girls are. I mean, as you probably saw in the video, I mean, those light Sussex, I mean, they're only 5 months old, same as him. They haven't even started laying yet. But you give them another few months, and, you know, they're huge, big, sort of robust girls. So, you know, we're still going to be able to get decent meat-eating birds out of them. So we are so looking forward to that. We feel like we've had chickens forever and never been able to actually hatch out our own chicks, so it'll be great. While on the subject of hatching, I'll be releasing probably tomorrow a video, an update from across the duck pond, and you'll get to see our newly hatched ducklings on that video. So yeah, everyone should look forward to that, because they are just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So that's all from me today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other videos. And until next time, it's goodbye from Hilltop Farm. See ya!